What's up, guys? It's me, Alan, and I'm back with another video today. And today, we got another diecast review. This is going to be a 2020 review, and this is on a car that, quite frankly, it's going to be hard to find. I got it off of Amazon via Racing USA. You know, a lot of these diecasts, they come from somewhere like that, or they come from Plan B Sales, and of course they're offered up on Amazon. But again, point being, this guy is the current most popular driver. He gets a lot of diecasts made. You know, a lot of diecasts get made of his cars, and quite frankly, like I said at the beginning, this car is going to be hard to find. It's going to be hard to find because it's selling like hotcakes. Seriously. And it's going to be on Chase Elliott's 2020 Hooters Night Owl Chevy for Hendrick Motorsports. Pretty awesome car. Glad I could get it. I almost didn't because it was on Amazon. It was like $14.90 something, I believe. Of course, via Racing USA. But with these 2020 releases, they seem to be anywhere between 12 to 15 bucks, and it's they're more getting added. It says on there currently unavailable, but they got the Ross Chastain Advent Health number 77 car that he ran at Daytona on there now. So when that actually is available, I want to get that. Not gonna lie. But anyway, let's go ahead and unbox this and take a look at it. And here's the diecast out of its box. And right off the bat, let me just say this: I'm definitely glad I have this car in my collection. I watched OBB's recent review of it. I think Diecast Buffet reviewed it as well. And to have this car in person, you know, it's freaking amazing. It looks beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, it really does. Looks like that's secure. And by the way, this is the first diecast I've gotten where you have name rails and such, or the name rails on the front and such, and you know, that's pretty cool that they're bringing that back. But anyway, on to the diecast. You know, I think they have the Night Owl truck as well. If that gets made, which I hope it does. That would be really cool, to be quite honest. You know, to have the truck and the car version of it. That would be pretty special. Not gonna lie. And I think that's a little off-center, just a little bit. Not a whole lot of issues with this car, to be honest. You know, a lot of these Hooters cars end up, you know, well, I shouldn't say a lot of them. I mean, the Hooters Spirits car was the one that ended up on a base, because it's literally a Spirits car. But I don't get a ton of Elliott diecast because he gets so many diecasts made. You know, it's one of those conversations that, you know, we have in the NASCAR community, in the, you know, diecast collecting community, is that it seems like Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, and to an extent Joey Logano, sort of, they seem to be immune to getting diecast DMP'd. That's what it feels like. As we got a bit of a paint fuck up there. Must have been an air bow or something like that. Got in there and burst. No big deal. It's not spewed all over the place. But as I was saying, and is it just me, or is this whole Hooters decal, including the owl itself, just a slight bit crooked? Just a bit. Like, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell on camera, but to me, it just looks the slightest bit crooked. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. So, when it comes to these diecasts, again, it feels like Elliott, because we saw how many different Elliott diecasts get put in NASCAR Authentics. He's had how many of them made already this year? I mean, off the top of my head, for 2020, you have this car, you have the Night Vision car, I believe his Robo Race win was in Wave 1. He had another car in Wave 2. Last year he had two diecasts that were made in the liquid color variant in NASCAR Authentics. I have one of them, and that was his Napa Brakes car. The other one was his Give a Hoot car. I could be wrong. There might have been a third one that got made in liquid color. I know he had a couple Mountain Dew cars get made. I think there's Mountain Dew Zero Sugar car that got made, which OEB actually did a review on that, and that review dropped today. I'll link that in the description. But my point is, I mean, and then look at Wave 1 of 2020. Kyle Busch, he didn't have just one diecast get put in that wave. He had two. You know, his M&M's Halloween car and the Interstate Batteries car. It just feels like these guys, you know, it's understandable for someone like Hamlin, because he runs the same scheme every year, you know, so a lot of his diecasts are going to get DNP'd. No surprise there. But, like, alright, like Alex Bowman's 2020 Patriotic car that he ran at Charlotte, that got DNP'd. And a lot of people, I would say a lot of people wanted it. You know, I know a lot of friends of mine on Twitter that wanted it. And it still got DNP'd. Now, hopefully it ends up in Authentics, but there's the bigger issue here, and I actually mentioned this a couple of reviews ago. It was in one of the reviews I posted yesterday, that Lionel, their pre-order system it's screwed up. Okay, I thought that was not lined up right. Their pre-order system is screwed up. It's asinine. You know, the quota that you sort of have to meet to get a diecast made, whether it's the 164, the 124, whatever. I mean, I saw, you know, Ryan Vargas and Jeffrey Earnhardt advocate on their Twitter account promote their diecast to their fans to get pre-orders so that they can hopefully get made. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. I would want to see more drivers do that, because that actually might help with this situation. But overall, Lionel really needs to. They need to figure it out with the pre-order system. You know, as I've been told, it's been like this since 2018. Like when they changed it in 2018 or whatever, 2018 was a sort of a bad year for diecast. I mean, Wave 12, 2018. OBB has a rant review on that. Yeah, you know, if you know, you know. And I was told it was fine for a little while, and then it went back to the same old. Like, Lionel needs to figure it out with the pre-order system. They need to figure it out to where, you know, we don't have asinine, you know, quotas to meet for these diecasts. I mean, 2020, because of Corona, 2020 is going to be a bad year for diecast, you know, getting made and pre-order and whatever. Anyways, because people aren't going to be spending as much money on that stuff. But again, at the same time, that just exploits the bigger issue that people still want these diecasts, even though they're not spending as much money on this stuff for a lot of people. You know, and yet they're still getting DNP'd. You know, I mentioned this. I mentioned this in a previous video. Like with Authentics, I would want to see more cars that get DNP'd put in Authentics than cars that already got released in the Gold Series or are going to get released in the Gold Series. You know, like most of Wave 2, I believe, is Gold Series releases that got put in Authentics. Like, come on. You know, I would want the majority of the cars in each wave to be DNPs if that's the case for them. And furthermore, you know, have 5 or 6 Cup cars, 2 Xfinity, and 1 or 2 trucks, depending on how many cars you get per wave, not counting the liquid color car. Or, you know, or on the occasion potentially have, you know, offer an ARCA or K&N diecast, like we saw with Hailie Deegan's race win last year, her first win car from, I believe, Wave 7 of 2019. You know, Lionel needs to figure this out because, and I get it. Now, the part of the argument there is that they're the only people making diecasts. Yeah, they're the only people making diecasts for a reason. You know, nobody else could hold on any longer. You know, Lionel became the one doing it, so they have nobody pushing them to do this stuff other than the fans. So Lionel, personally, Lionel needs to, I feel like they need to sort of look at what the fans are saying and build upon that, you know, make these pre-order quotas or whatever you want to call them a little more reasonable. I mean, I get it, you need to have a certain number made, minimum, maximum, whatever, but adjust that. Like, make it, you know, if it's for a driver like Kyle Busch or Chase Elliott or something like that, then that quota should be a little higher, because obviously most of those diecasts are going to get made anyways. So make the pre-orders a little higher. But for somebody like, you know, the aforementioned Vargas or Jeffrey Earnhardt, or Mike Harmon, or these smaller, you know, guys, you know, especially the Xfinity and Truck Series, you know, lower those quotas a little bit. I mean, we may never get a Johnny Sauter diecast for crying out loud. We've gotten Ben Rhodes, we've gotten Grant Enfinger, we've gotten Matt Crafton. Where is Johnny Sauter? You know? That's the one that we need to complete the collection, because, again, we've gotten Crafton, we've gotten Ben Rhodes race win, we've gotten an Enfinger. Actually, I think a couple of Ben Rhodes race wins, actually. You know? I would love to see more of these diecasts get made. You know, but if you're going to DNP something, you know, then please try to make the effort to put it in the Authentics, and make it happen. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, please drop a like and subscribe for more content like this. Turn your post notifications on so you don't miss out on future reviews and other videos of, you know, that nature. And I'll see you on the next one.